Well, hello everybody and welcome back to H1Z1 Just Survive. Yes, it's always going to be H1Z1 to me. I don't care what anybody says and how they rename these games. It's always going to be H1Z1 until it dies, which I think it is. But we'll get into that shortly. But yeah, myself and a few friends, we've been playing since the last wipe. Just to see what things have changed. Not a great deal at all. Very disappointed. You know, I've not recorded a video about this game for quite some time, and if you remember in my last videos, I did say like I'll only come back on record a video if it's worth recording about. But anyway, I thought I'd come in and just share my thoughts with you guys and see what you think. First of all, any of the crates that you've sort of like acquired over the time that you've had the game, you know, every now and then you up in your screen you could be playing around in oh yeah, you've got a showdown crate or something like that, you know what I mean, and it would appear in here. But you can unlock those for free now. You don't have to pay anything, you know, for a key or anything like that. You can just open them up and get a load of crap. So basically, is what you're doing is you're weighing in those crates which were a load of crap for skins, which are basically again a load of crap. You know, because it's again like any of you guys that have opened any of these crates with a key in the past, it's like a lottery, isn't it? You know, you get this what do you call it? It's like a conveyor belt. You know, you get all these skins going by, and then you think, yes, we're gonna get a yellow one, and no, it falls over just after the yellow or just before the yellow, so you'll get a green or something like that. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it. But then is what they've also done is if you go around now and gather aqua, purple and pink gators, you can actually create crates, 3 random crates that you can get. You can open those, which will again fill your inventory up with a load of crap. I think after all of the crates that I actually had, which was getting on to about 100 crates, you know, individual ones, I mean, I got about 3 yellows, a couple of rifle skins, and the rest, again, like I say, were crap or duplicates. So, yeah, you know, it got rid of those crates because I couldn't sell them for love nor money. You know, I've got rid of them. Where the game is going at the moment, I think it's dead. It's a shame to say, but yeah, I think it's, you know, there's nothing really coming to the game for a hell of a long time. You know, when you look at H1Z1, now I don't care what anybody says, this is H1Z1. The battle royale side of things is not. I don't care what anybody says. You know, it's the likes of me and the guys that I've, you know, bumped into in the game and became good friends with in the game. We are the makers, if you like, of this game. We've kept it alive. We're doing the building, we're doing the killing the zombies, blah 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 blah. Yeah, no, this is where it started. Like I bought the game from day one, back in 2015. And you know, I've been following it. You know, I mean, look at some of my videos. Yeah, there's quite a few of them are a load of crap, but you know, but there are some good ones. But we made this. You know, we had a race course. We had 2 race courses actually down here. You building in and around towns. That was great fun, but you can't do that anymore. Like, this is the closest I could get to Cranberry, which is a joke. So, you know, it's just totally wrong. You know, now a good friend of mine called Lo, he nailed it the other day, and he said they've made the game basically pussified. You can go up to a zombie now. Look, you know, I'll give you an example. You can go up to this zombie. I'll just get my dagger out. You can go up to this zombie, and it will go to hit you, but just slightly move back. There you go, and it can't get to you. But you get this knife, give it a smack, one hit, it's down. So that's pussy. That's totally pussy. You want scare factor. The animals. Look, oh, actually, carrying on with zombies. The screamers even now. Like on this particular map now, not so much on Badwater Canyon. Now look how glitchy those zombies are. That's nothing to do with my video card or anything like that. That is definitely the game. But yeah, the screamers now. I was chopping down a tree a few days ago, and I didn't even hear the screamer, but I turned around and there she was. She hit me, and she only took me down to something like, took me down 7% or something like that. Where's the fun in that? You know, they've taken the scare factor or the fright factor or whatever, whichever word you want to use, they've taken it right out of the game. Even on PvE, you want that bit of a, I don't know, heart pumping sort of like moment, you know, where's there's a screamer, let's get the hell out of here quick. But no, they've taken that away from us, mate. It's a shame, because this freaking game, I mean, I've loved it from day one. I still love it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm going to have this video today of a rant and a rave, but it is still a good game. It's got great, you know, possibilities, if you like. If they were just to get their ass into gear, sell the game to somebody that actually wants to work with it, rather than employing people that, you know, work on it for a short amount of time and then lay them off or fire them for some unknown reason. Give it to some another company that can actually work with it. You know what I mean? If I had the money, seriously, if I had the money, I would buy it from them, seriously, and get somebody that knows what they're doing. But yeah, that's that sort of rant and rave over with. But now base building again, they've made it so freaking damn easy. You know, I mean, this is a joke now. Now is what I did just to make things a little bit sort of like harder for myself, is I would make everything out of wood to start with. Yeah, then I would go around and upgrade it all to metal. Then I would go around and upgrade it all to stone. But you don't really need to do that, because if I stand up here, just for this second, and you'll see for yourself, go to crafting. Now, basically, wood structures. So let's just go for a wall, one wood. One wood to make a wall. So you don't need any nails anymore. The only thing you need, I think, nails for is gates. Yeah, you go. One wood, one nail. And then you can upgrade it, obviously, to metal, is it? Yeah, so you only need like one steel for the door. You only need, where's the walls gone? There they are. And one steel per wall. So yeah, so just have it. So it's the cheapest way of doing it, to be honest. Okay, it might be a little bit more time consuming going around upgrading it, but seriously, it's a joke. So now let's go, you know, let's try the stone. Stone. So if you were to just go out and make yourself a stone wall, that's all it costs. One wood, one steel, one stone, one sand. So, like, admittedly, I think the hardest part of that is going and gathering the sand in the stone. Okay, you can go and get a pickaxe, you can get a load of stone, but yeah, the sand, yeah, it does take a little while, especially if you've got a big ass base like this sort of thing, you know. But you know, it's still easy. It's still easy. So anyway, this is my base. We haven't really done a great deal. I did have a tower there, and I did have a tower there, but I took them down just to, you know, just to make it equal, one on each corner kind of thing. But anyway, enough of the base side of things. Well, actually, let's have a look at, now my friend Diz, he's not on at the moment, but he built a base over towards Rancho, and he was just showing me a few sort of like problems with his base the other day in regards to like the posts, the support posts. They didn't meet up in the middle kind of thing. One would be lower or higher than the other, which made building then further up a little bit of an issue. The floors would drop. It's the same sort of thing on Ark Survival with S Plus and things like that, you know, the way things just drop down and you got to pick them up and replace them. But with this game you can't pick them. Oh, well, you can pick them up and replace, but yeah, why bother seriously. And the other thing is, now is what I've done here, I've got vaults here hidden in here, as you can clearly see, because it's glitching like hell. Now this side, not so bad. Actually, it's pretty good. But you could tell that there's a metal vault in there. You know what I mean? Because of the metal poking through. But there's no glitchiness on this door frame. On this one, look, there is. So, rather than me, because I'm not going to smash this, try and hit that wall and knock the wall down, because I know only too well if I do that, it's going to probably destroy the vault as well and everything I've got inside. Admittedly, I could take everything out of there, put it out here, try it and see if it works, because a vault again don't cost you really anything at all either. But anyway, so that's sort of like the basic kind of thing. I'll give you a run up to one of the towers just to show you what I did to make them work. Why that? And that's not the door I want to go into. Right, so yeah, if we run up through here, I made it 4x4, so it's pretty well you know, easy to get up. Now the only reason I've had to put this here is because up on the top floor I put doors all the way around, so I'll close that piece off and we can get through here. Look. So yeah, I mean it's all accessible. The only problem we've got is I can't place anything along this edge. I might be able to place sandbags and things like that, but you've only got a limited you can only put so many of those things down, sort of like defense, I think that is. But there you go. But anyway, that's the base, the way it stands. Am I going to do any more? Nah. No, I'm not going to build any more. Myself and Jabba and that, we jumped on a PvP the other day. I was only on there for a short while because it was getting late in the day, but we might try that. But as far as I'm concerned, the remastered map should have been on here for the Just Survive people, not the King of the Kills. They should. If they already had a map, okay, so have we. We've got Badwater Canyon, and look where that one's gone. It is totally shite. Like the zombies, they don't spawn where they should do. They spawn in one particular area, so it's down to you then to go and look for them, and you know, so you can get. But at least on Z1 map, basically the zombies are sort of like around. You can see them. Now, once upon a time, they stopped zombies from spawning or coming anywhere near your base, but even after a short time now, you'll probably find that there's going to be, I don't know, a dozen or so hanging around here. But you could run across the map, the lake over there, no other players on, and you will see zombies on this map. But they are so buggy at the moment, so glitchy. You've got the invisible zombie, they're back. I was walking only over there the other day through Cranberry. I killed a couple of zombies, and lo and behold, I was getting attacked, and I looked around, couldn't find anything. There she was, an invisible zombie. So yeah, they're back. The animals, can't find any. Bears, I've seen since the wipe, which is well over a week ago, I've seen 2 bears, I think. 2 bears. I've seen probably 2 wolves, and I just saw a deer, but as soon as I got my binoculars out, it disappeared, and it was just over there. Yeah, totally gone. The picture of my imagination, or an image of my imagination. But yeah, it's a shame. It's totally a shame. Sell the game to somebody that actually wants to work with it, man. You could still earn yourself some pretty good money by selling the game. You know, like me and the guys were talking about it the other day. Change the engine. You know, okay, it might be a bit more expensive. give the game to somebody that wants to work with it. But other than that, am I going to play it much anymore? I probably will just pop on every now and then, but I think the game is dying. You know, I mean, it's basically been dying for quite some time. You know, they fired God knows how many people in their sort of like development team a month or two ago, and it's just and the telltale signs that it's going down. Why would they unlock all those locked crates? You know, it's just like a bit of a sweetener for the sour taste afterwards. You know, if you mean. So they're letting you do opening all those crates to let you run around for, you know, maybe a month or two with those skins that you may have wanted or you may not have wanted, and then lo and behold, what they're going to do? Perhaps this is only from me. This is it might not happen, but I think is what they'll probably end up doing is pulling the plug on the servers, turning them off so nobody can join, and they do a flip, push, bong, bang, gone. You know, because after 3.5 years, you would have thought by now the game would have been somewhere near where Ark Survival Evolved is, man. You know what I mean? Like, when you look at games like that and games like this, the detail in Ark Survival Evolved, you know, is unreal. You know what I mean? And they're keeping it updated regularly. And this game here, okay, it's had a few updates and things like that, you know, over the years that have made it a little better, but then they put something else in. It was like one of the guys was saying the other day, is what they're doing, you see, is you're getting, let's just say you're getting 10 developers, okay? They're all doing a good job, they're doing a fine job, and they're working on one or two particular things, and then they get fired. Okay, so then they bring in a new set of 10 developers. They've got different ideas, different ways of doing things. So everything those original developers did or have done have been sort of like squashed, and then they replace them with something else, which makes the game so buggy. You know what I mean? Because like I said, they've sort of like, but it seems to me that they're not actually deleting the stuff those original people's done. They're just sort of like playing around with it, which causes bugs in my eyes. You know, in my views. You know, I mean, it's just caused no end of problems. So yeah, you know, I mean, get a development team that actually want to work with the game and stick with them, because you can't tell me that this game has not earned enough money to keep 10. Or because at the moment, as far as I'm concerned, they've only got maybe 1 or 2 bloody developers working on the game and H1 at the moment. You know, the battle royale, if you like, which I think is totally wrong. So they've sucked us in, as far as I'm concerned. They sucked us into buying this game, you know, working on it to a certain extent, and now they're just going to run off with our money. All that money that you guys, not so much myself, have paid for your skins and things over the years. Yeah, wave goodbye to those. As far as I'm concerned, that's what's going to happen, because they're not giving us anything. We've had no content at all on this map, on Badwater Canyon, for a hell of a long time. You know why? Well, you saw that. I don't know if you saw the video that myself, Diz, and Flynn did on Badwater Canyon, where we actually managed to get through on the other side of the map. You know, through the barrier. Like, you could see that the town that we came across, nowhere near finished, nowhere near. The roads that were floating, the trees that were floating. So. Yeah, they've to me they've not done any work on that for quite some time, and you know what I mean. And if it was in that state then, how much further do you think it is now? Probably still the same, So yeah, life's a bit of a bitch as far as this game is concerned at the moment. I say at the moment, but it has been for quite some time. You've got to agree with me there. It's a shame. It's a shame. Because happy days we've had in this game, happy days, you know, if they were to have left it whereas you know, even on PvE, where we could go around raiding other players' bases through their own stupidity of leaving things out, you know, outside of a locked wall or a locked door or something like that, you know, blowing up vehicles, you know, where you know, people are hoarding vehicles and things like that. Okay, keep the same sort of kind of system in regards to vehicles where they blow up over a course of a few days, you know, through sort of lack of use. But then again, hoarders then, you know, dedicated hoarders, all they would have to do then is just log in, log out again, because that would probably reset it. So yeah, keep that sort of system in, or do the system that I've mentioned probably a couple of times in the past, where you have a key for one player, you have one vehicle for one player, and you've got to go out and look for that vehicle, you know, that sort of thing. I don't know, but you know, it's just ideas. But you know, it was so much fun back in those days, where you could, like I say, raid each other's bases and things like that. You could even kill players on PvE by, you know, trying to tease them to go up to those exploding barrels, you know, by placing loot on the ground and then shooting the barrels, and then they would die. They were good days, but they've taken it away. They've made it too pussyfied, you know what I mean? Just like Lowe said the other day, just too pussyfied. It's just a joke. Like I said, you can come into the game now. You don't necessarily need to find yourself a big ass backpack. You can make do with sort of like a standard blue, orange or red or whatever your backpack, because you've got the stash. Find yourself a pickaxe and an axe. That's it, you've got your base built basically, because as I say, with the rock and the wood that you can get and the metal, you can have a base up within no time at all. Say you've got one foundation, you could have this walled off in less than an hour and your base is secured then. You know what I mean? Which is a joke. No. But anyway, that's my rant and rave. Yeah, like I said, it's disappointing, to be honest, because the amount of hours that I've put into this game, and other people, there's probably thousands of people that have put similar kind of hours into this game and other games, and they've just gone tits up. And you know, it's like, here you go, you can have this to play with for X, Y and Z years if you like, but we're going to take it down regardless anyway, because we're just here to rob the fucking money off you. Sorry about the language, but you know, that's my views. That's just the way that I think. And I never thought that I would have a real downer on this game, because as I said, it's given me a lot of hours of fun, and it's allowed me to meet up with some wonderful people, and still friends now. But as far as the game is concerned, I think this is well, I would like to be wrong. I would really love to be wrong about this, but I can see it going. Thinking, yeah, we're in the ideal place here in the lake. Yeah, if it weren't deeper, I think we would be up to our necks in water already. But yeah, but I think as far as the game is going, don't be at all surprised in the next month or two. Unless, of course, they've got something seriously huge up their sleeves, which I can't see because we're not getting any kind of response off them. You know, you ask a person a question, okay? So let me just say, I ask you a simple question. What do you think of this game? Where do you think it's going? Okay? I would expect some kind of answer, okay? So you go onto Reddit or something like that, or on their Discord or something like that, and you say, where do you think this game is going? You know, what's the plans for it? And you get no reply. See, that is just plain ignorance. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt them, you know, coming on once in a while and saying, right, look guys, you know, once a week would be great. Once a week, if they were to come on and say, look, we're having problems with the game at the moment, but please bear with us. You know, we'll keep you informed. And then the week later, saying, right, well, you know, we're great. We're happy to announce that the game is sorted. You know, bad. We're back on track. But you're not getting nothing from them. I was on Reddit just before I started the game up and just having a look at some of the posts. You know what I mean? But there's just no response from the dev team. Well, I'd say, is there a dev team? No, don't think there is anymore. But yeah, but you would expect an answer, because that's just being plain and simply ignorant. You know, if it wasn't for us, you know, the players, you know, they wouldn't be driving around in, you know, brand new cars and being able to afford big houses, would they? No, they wouldn't. They're just robbers. That's the way that I see it. They're thieves. You know, they're just sort of like saying to you, well, we'll produce something, just to keep the money coming in, and then all of a sudden we're going to pull the plug. Yes, we're going to run for the hills, kind of thing. Yeah, hopefully I'm wrong. Yeah, I mean, I'm just on a real downer, big downer. In regards to the remastered game, like I said earlier on in the video, it should be on here, not on fucking King of the Kill or bloody Battle Royale. It should be on here. This is where it all started, before any Battle Royale or King of the fucking Kill. It started here. So we are the ones that we should have had that remastered map, not them. You know what I mean? It is so wrong. Yeah, it's so wrong. I don't know, and I very much doubt whether we will ever get it, but that's my views. We should have had it. Fuck them. Again, sorry for the language, any of you young kids. Blank that from your memory. But that's just the way we feel. Not just me, but you ask any sort of like person that has dedicated their time to this game over the years, and ask them if they think any different from what I've just said, and they will say, no, we agree with Ziggy, we're right behind him. But anyway, ladies and gents, I do apologise again for the rant and rave. If any of it has made any sense, if you'd be so kind to leave me a bit of a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel and you would like to see any more. Whether there is going to be any more, I do not know. Hopefully there will be, but you know, I will come back every now and then and let you know what my views are. Maybe if a miracle happens, we can get into some serious gameplay like we did used to, make some big ass bases and what have you. But they should bring a map where you can build anywhere, or you know, have decent loot and things like that on a PvE, not fucking PvP. Sod those. We want it on here PvE as well. So anyway then, ladies and gents, that's it from me. Catch you next time. Bye bye.